There are 5 pitfalls that slow down your SBA loan process. 1, sloppily presented deal information. So if you just give your banker, your loan officer, just a stack of random disorganized documents, they're probably not going to be too eager to work on your deal. People that present their information well are going to move to the top of the pile. Your work is always going to be something they're going to push off for later when they have more time. It's just human nature. That's why we always put together a nice, clean underwriting packet with all the information that they need to make their decision to move forward or not. Number 2, you don't really know the business that you're trying to buy very well. The bank wants you to understand the business that you're buying. They want you to know your numbers. They're gonna ask you a lot of questions just to test how well you know your numbers. So if you can't answer these questions, and if you're failing their tests, it's gonna potentially end your deal, or at best, it's gonna really slow things down. Number 3, try to get cute with your business plan. Keep your business plan simple. You're gonna need to say more than we're just gonna keep doing what the seller was doing, but you don't wanna launch into plans to start new ventures, new product lines, new sales channels. If you start to do that, you're just going to create questions for the underwriter. So if you say you're going to create a new sales channel, they're going to want to know all the details of that, what the costs are, what your plan is. So you want to keep your business plan fairly simple so that it's not going to produce a lot of additional questions. It's not going to create a lot of back and forth between you and the underwriter. Really, all you need to do is show that you have a plan and that the business can support making the debt payments. You don't need to show super high growth rate. Number 4, your legal team slowing down your deal. Now, attorneys are a big cause of delay. They don't care because they just get to do more billable hours. So you can have delays on both the buy side and the sell side. Unfortunately, you don't really control the sell side, you only control the buy side. So make sure you work with attorneys that have deal experience, especially SBA loan deal experience. That can help speed up the loan process. And then really the best thing to do is to get both legal teams on the phone together. We always find that every deal gets stuck on the legal aspects. You have a lot of back and forth, you have a lot of billable hours, a lot of time wasted. It all gets corrected when the buy side attorney and the sell side attorney call each other. And number 5, issues with the final closing checklist. Now, the closing process is going to take much longer than you think. There's always this celebration after the loan's approved and you're done with underwriting, you moved on to closing, but you've still got a lot of work to do at this point. But some things that typically slow down deals here, if there's some issues on the business that you're buying, whether there was a UCC, so that's a way that they use to file any credit issues. If there's any issues with that, we've run into things where the seller's paid off a loan, but the bank didn't record it correctly. Or you're gonna have the same issue with the SBA's programs. SBA idle loans are pretty notorious for that, for having issues with the recording that can slow things down. You have missing titles, missing documents for vehicles or equipment. You'll have things with vehicles registered in the owner's personal name rather than the business name that can slow things down. At this point, every detail matters and really just about anything could pop up to slow down your deal. Unfortunately, in this instance, you have less control over a lot of them. The only thing you can do is whenever an item hits your desk of something you need to do, you need to act on it right away. And of course, one way to speed that up is to work with a loan advisor like us who can help you move through your loan process. We get paid by the banks, so there's no fee to you.